Hi guys, I hope you have a nice day and I'm glad you're here with me. Today I will tell you my opinion about the game All Elite Wrestling Fight Forever that I played, all the pros and cons of this game. Let's go! Literally, All Elite Wrestling announced Fight Forever was announced way back in 2020 and it feels like it's taken forever to actually release. Now it's finally out and All Elite Wrestling Fight Forever is very much a standard modern wrestling game. Has a generally lighter, more cut style to it than the simulation style of the World Wrestling Entertainment games. That makes it a little easier to place in front of more casual fans because you can do reasonably well with simple controls of button mashing. The game's story mode is Road to Elite, a career mode that sees you take a wrestler you created, or an exciting all-elite wrestling star throughout an entire calendar year at the company. You'll work one of three scenarios. Each task affects your energy levels and momentum, making it a very mild balancing act that is fun at first but can become repetitive after numerous playthroughs. For the best part, it feels like a career mode straight out of the 90s. There is minimal voice acting, your wrestlers' response are limited to a small selection of races depending on their type, and there are some basic RPG elements and matters to take care of. All elite wrestling fighters all have their stats set at the beginning, which makes most of the side activities absolutely pointless, save for trying to get selfish with your fellow stars and playing the selection of mini games. From there, regardless of whether you win said match or not, you'll go to complete a number of storylines. There is a lot of self-management to contend with between shows. Every week before All Elite Wrestling main shows dynamite, players will have to manage their stamina, money, and motivation. You have 4 turns to get out to eat, replenishing stamina, work out, boosting skills points to better your character, or go sightseeing or do other fun activities, increasing your motivation, among other benefits. Among these excursions, you may run into fellow wrestlers, taking pictures together and engaging in other wacky hijinks or conversations. I enjoyed this part of Road to Elite. Sadly, the main storylines aren't specifically created to wrestle, so you'll see the scenarios repeat if you do multiplayer playthroughs. The minigames themselves are mixed bag and include everything from basic memory games and spot the difference to playing baseball with your fellow wrestlers and trying to knock out your opponents of the ring using bouncy balls and exploding propane canisters. Creative Wrestler has been a staple of wrestling games for some time now, and is a big part of keeping players invested. Sadly, All Elite Wrestling Fights Forever falls short on customization options, with very few presets and no ability to adjust specific facial features or to try textures. Unfortunately, those of you hoping to recreate your favorite wrestlers not featured in the game may be sorely disappointed, as the creation suit is severely lacking. The amount of presets for heads and bodies is poor, and the fact that this can be adjusted really limit potential creations. I couldn't find a decent build at all, and I hope this gets added to the in-game story. By the end of my year in the career mode, I had so much cash, I didn't know what to do with this. So fingers crossed more stuff gets added. While it doesn't feel unfinished, it does feel outdated at times, but thankfully it's much fun to play. All Elite Racing Fight Forever feels tight and fluid, with an impressive amount of moves and ways to do them, as well as focus on weak and strong strikes and grapples. During my time playing the game, I was repeatedly impressed with the amount of detail into perfecting how much play out. Thankfully, the actual gameplay is where All Elite Wrestling Fights Forever really shines for the most part. Moves in the game are divided into 4 major categories of high hand strikes: low kicks, weak grapples, and strong grapples, not to mention each wrestler's unique signature and finisher moves. In any given match, the action in Fight Forever feels fun and fluid. You trade blows with your opponent, trying to weaken them enough to take bigger and bigger moves while attempting to build your momentum up to hit them with all of your best stuff. You can smack your opponents with skateboards, yeah, really with skateboards, Check on them onto thumbtacks and even blow them up in special match tab. Yes, follow the infamous exploding board with great match in here, and it's awesome. There is nothing like two grappling warriors beating the everlasting hell of each other before the time ticks down to zero. The wrestling gameplay shines due to the inclusion of mechanics like chain wrestling, dives from guardrail move on the apron, tops to the outside, and even being able to suplex opponents through the barricade. You can also catch your opponent mid-air during dives or when they come off the top rope, and it all feels snappy and seamless, with the animations rarely looking awkward. The movesets aren't too varied, but it's the ease of performing that makes it engaging. Some of the basic moves like picking up an opponent off the mat or turning them around for a grapple from behind aren't detailed anywhere, so I had to work them out for myself. It's a little frustrating, especially that some of the best signature moves are performed from behind. Moves look good and animations are sleek as you expect. It's small bursts, all elite wrestling fight forever looks and feels very satisfying. But there's clunky to wrestling movement and the generally slow pace to gameplay that often left me frustrated rather than inspired. I got wrecked by the AI in the beginning, and it certainly wasn't due to a lack of effort on my part either. I couldn't for the life of me figure out how to switch targets, and my wrestler seemed to just randomly swap between opponents without rhyme of reason. It took a while to get full action to fight forever on Yuki control layout, and even now there are still some nuances I've yet to master consistently, but there is something special about the organic journey of a Yuki. The graphics are solid and cartoony in a way the old racing games were, but nothing to say about. There are no grand entrances or commentary of the match or voice acting during the story mode either. Just up to 4 wrestlers in a ring beating the snot out of each other. All Elite Racing Fight Forever has a limited roster. Some professional wrestlers are being added, but there's some notable omissions. I'm hoping that other professional wrestlers will be added later down the line because it does feel like it's missing some key members of the roster. Some of the wrestlers don't look like who they're supposed to be, but the characters are more cartoony than lifelike, and I'm fine with it. This isn't a polished 2K World Wrestling Entertainment style game. Fans might not like that, but I honestly enjoyed getting involved in matches. It's quick and easy to jump in, and I hope more gets added to it over the coming months. The only mod with any meat to it is its main single player, offering Cold Road to Elite. It's quick take on a career mode that only takes place over a year and can be finished in around 3 or 4 hours. Also, All Elite Wrestling Fight Forever has online mods and they work well enough. But if you're going to play with friends, you better coordinate your platform. All Elite Wrestling Fight Forever won't allow crossplay between Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, and PC at launch. With the only real mode being a total miss, players are left playing exhibition matches or facing off against others online. It's several lacking content and giving players a reason to play. Everything can easily be unlocked in the shop after just a few hours of play, so there is no reason to grind out matches. It's clear that a lot of love has been put into making All Elite Wrestling Fights Forever fun and feel good to play. It's just a shame it falls short in certain areas related to story, features, and creations. Despite this, there are a lot of for All Elite Wrestling fans to like here, and I definitely recommend it. That's all. Thanks for listening to the end. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please don't forget to leave a like. I would really appreciate it. And also subscribe to my channel and it will motivate me to make more videos for you. Write and ask any questions that I will answer in the comments below this video. Bye bye and I love you.